And just like that, we're at the first major Nintendo Switch release of 2023. It's coming out later this week, and I am so excited. I bet you are as well, because it feels like it's been, I don't know, 6 years since the last Nintendo Direct. We're ready for Fire Emblem Engage, and I want to make sure you're more than ready. I want to make sure you can play this game early. I've got a way that is completely legal, completely easy, and completely legit so that you can play Fire Emblem Engage 24 hours before everybody else and find out if this is going to be up for Switch Game of the Year 2023. The early impressions are hot. All right, it looks like it's got a little more combat focus than Three Houses. All the emblems are engaged. They don't yank me off the stage later. First, let me show you how to set this up so that you can play this early. I promise you it works flawlessly, 1000%. Let me show you how it's done. So to kickstart this entire process, we've got to go to nintendo.accounts.com, and that is where we're going to be able to create our new Nintendo account. Now, we obviously want to create a brand new account because we are trying to access a different region eShop, and we'll have to pick our birthday. I was born on January 1st. 1893. It was a very, very festive New Year's Day before the turn of the century. We got to create a nickname here. Obviously, you guys can pick whatever you want. SwitchForce Aus is not going to fit, so I'll do SF_Aussie to help me know that this is my Australian account. I'm going to put an email in. Now, if you have an extra email, you can use that, but it can't be one that's already tied to a Nintendo account. So you may need to create a new Gmail. I'm going to use the SwitchForceAus@gmail.com. That way I know it's going to be good. Got to get the password in here, so we'll skip past that real fast. And it's got your date of birth, it's got your gender, and then most importantly, your country or region. So we're of course going to pick Australia. As I mentioned, New Zealand would be the ultimate best, but Australia is a very close second, and it's much easier to get those eShop point cards. So we are ready to go. We've got the account just about created here. Everything is set. I'm going to not receive emails, and I am going to agree to terms of service. And then it's going to want me to verify said email. So I'll go into my email, grab their little 4-digit code, super easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We bring the code back to the website. We confirm that we've got verification, and voila, the account is going to be created. Now we need to eventually merge it onto our Switch. But before we go to the Switch side of things, let me show you how to get these point cards. Now, I know it seems a little dicey, like, ooh, you're going to get other region point cards from a website, but I'm telling you, I've been doing this for 3.5 years, ever since the Switch came out, and I have had no problem. So we're going to use a website called offgamers.com, and the site may look like, oh my gosh, are they going to take my money and not deliver the point cards? But I'm telling you, they will. A couple of years back, they struggled a little bit in terms of their verification of payment, and sometimes it would take a few hours to get your point cards. But last year and this year, it's been no problems. You get them almost instantaneously. And I'm going to show you the whole process, so you don't worry, you don't fear. If anything comes up, hopefully it'll come up for us, and we can make sure that we tackle this together. So here on Off Gamers, they sell all sorts of point cards. We obviously want Nintendo eShop point cards, and they have them for all sorts of different regions, but we're going to want to pick AUS for Australia. So you'll scroll down the list, click on Australia, and they have different point cards which show the Australian denomination and then how much it costs in your denomination. So for me, it's US dollars, and they've got this $60 Australian point card that costs roughly $40 US. Now, how much money do you need? Well, it depends on the game, of course. So let's go to Nintendo's, oh, it's not Nintendo.au. What is it? Nintendo Australia is going to be, oh, Nintendo.com and then AU. Okay. And look at these guys. They know what we want. Our friends have prepared the website for us. Fire Emblem Engage is all over it. 2 times gold points as well. Don't sweat the gold points. They're actually very, very good. Look at this graphical uptick. I think Fire Emblem Engage is like one of the best looking Switch games. Oh my goodness, I cannot freaking wait to play this with you, but let's not get too distracted. We're trying to pre-order this game so that we're ready. We got to find out exactly how much it is, and Nintendo is going to tell us, because I don't know much about Aussie bucks, but I do know that it is going to be, hello. They showed us for, oh, there it is. 79.95 Australian bucks. Or if you want to get real freaky with it, you can get the expansion pass and Fire Emblem Engage for $124.95. Where is that price? There it is. It keeps hiding from us. They're trying to hide that price, baby. It's $80 Australian. Don't worry, that's not $80 US. It's $80 Australian. And when we get those cards, you'll see that the conversion helps out, and this is how we play early. Now, unfortunately, right now on Off Gamers, they only have the $60 cards in stock. Normally they have 60, 30, 15, so you can mix a 60 and a 30 and only have a little bit left over. You're going to have to buy two $60 cards, which sounds terrible, but one, it's only about $80, so it's not that much more than the game. And two, you still get to use those points, and you can use those points for any future game, whether it's just a normal eShop game that's already out, something else that you want to get early. It's good to have the Australian bucks. Once you have this account set up and once you purchase this, trust me, you're going to want to use it again. So having that extra currency, even if they don't bring those $30 cards back in stock, it's going to be okay to have the extra. I like to use PayPal. It seems to be the simplest way for them to receive your payment, confirm your payment, and deliver your order. You can use cards. I recommend PayPal. I just think it's the most seamless and the easiest process. So once you buy, it's going to pop up this timer and say, okay, we're waiting for your order to be confirmed, in which case they will pop your code on this screen. But fear not. Even if it takes a couple minutes, you will get it. They'll probably send an initial email saying, hey, we received your order. We're verifying and processing, awaiting. You got to wait for this little timer to tick down. Cost me about $40, as I mentioned. I only need one of the cards because I already have some Australian currency, so I only need one card, but you'll probably need two. It does say that it needs a little bit more time, but fear not. This is going to work. I'm glad this happened. That way, if it happens to you, you don't freak out and think that you got scammed. You didn't. This site just sometimes takes a little bit while to verify and confirm, and we will refresh once this timer is up. And look, there we go. The code is ready to go. Here's the code. You click show code. It gives you the code that you're going to plug in on the eShop on your Switch. You'll be able to create a new user. You can see I've got users for all sorts of eShop accounts, just in case there's anything exclusive, different, or early. We'll go here to add user, close out of my Mario Odyssey game that I was playing, and we'll create a new user. So we'll pick, ooh, they've got some, dude, I have to pick an Animal Crossing guy, right? I have to. Let's find a good Animal Crossing photo. Sorry for this slight. Here we go. Beautiful. The Nook kids. The background is a little detour, but we need this. This is important. It's a good piece of the puzzle. Now we know that this is going to be ready to go. I'm going to nickname this Aussie. So I know that this is for my Australian account. You can nickname it whatever you want, or nickname it Bob and or Animal Crossing itself. Then we have to link a Nintendo account, and that's why it's important that we did the part on the computer or your phone or wherever you want to create your account first, and we can then log into that via an existing Nintendo account that we set up. So as you remember, it was over here as the SwitchForce. So I'm going to show you how simply this all works. And Nintendo, you know, they may have some archaic online ways, but they do allow their accounts to nicely work, and the region-free eShop action has been one of my favorite favorite like subtle features of the Switch, something that Nintendo didn't really believe in before, something that they really locked down previously and that was very difficult to take advantage of, now is pretty cool. And after that's input, you'll be able to link to your console, and obviously that's okay because it's a brand new account for one specific purpose. And the good news is that it's pretty darn simple. A lot of times when you create an alternate region account with a different service, they will really want you to input a credit card, an address, all sorts of those things. But you need not do that whatsoever. You're gonna log into your Aussie account, and don't worry, is this gonna go bad? Will my brother Chuck tell on me? Is this gonna become a bad thing? Am I gonna get in trouble? And the answer is no. Your system does not care. Nintendo specifically made the Switch region free so that things like this could work, so that this could happen legally, so that you can access the eShops all over the globe and have access to all the games that Nintendo ever releases, ever makes, wherever they put them out. Fire Emblem Engage is right here. This is the brilliant, beautiful, amazing game that we see. Fire Emblem Engage, all right? It's going to say proceed to purchase. It's going to show you the $79.95 Aussie bucks, and we're going to proceed to purchase. Also, once you download this game, like, you don't need to continue using the Australian eShop. You can return to using your original region eShop, and everything will be totally fine. Now, a rogue animal like my psychotic dog might be trying to prevent you from playing early, but we're going to persevere, all right? As you can see, I have 346. Not going to be enough. So that's where we go to our Nintendo eShop card, and this is the screen where you will plug in the full code that you just got, and you will then be able to come back here and proceed to purchase and watch this thing work. All right, then you'll have Fire Emblem Engage on your home screen, and you will be set to play around 8 a.m. on Thursday. Now, that's the time for me, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Depending on your time zone, if you're on the East Coast, it'll probably be about 10 a.m. If you're on the West Coast, it'll probably be about 7 a.m. But still, compared to Friday, you're getting a full day advantage. You can check out the game, you can brag to your friends, you can play it, and you can get in on Nintendo's 2023 year before anybody else, which is so exciting. I don't know. I'm 33, but ever since I was little, like, doing it first means so much to me, and it's always so fun, and I always get so anxious and ready and just excited and hyped, and I just want to help you guys play early and have fun and enjoy 2023. It's going to be the best year yet for Nintendo Switch, and hopefully Fire Emblem Engage is the way to start that off. So thank you guys and girls so much for watching. If you're planning to pick up this game, let me know in the comments down below, and I want to hear what you think about it when it drops. Of course, we'll be covering it here on SwitchForce, but thank you so much for watching, everybody. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there, and until next time, thanks again. Love you lots. SwitchForce out.